North Carolina is seeing a slight drop in hospitalizations. This morning, the state reported 331 hospitalizations. That's down more than 30 from yesterday. There are still more than 4,500 cases across the state, including 81 deaths. In the last 2 hours, Mecklenburg County said 951 residents tested positive, including 12 deaths. South Carolina is reporting 2 more deaths from the virus. Statewide, it's reporting more than 3,300 cases. 134 of those are in York County.
Nursing homes and long-term care facilities across the country, including in our area, have seen a spike in outbreaks. More than 3,300 deaths have been linked to outbreaks at those facilities. That's an increase of nearly 3,000 in just 10 days. Experts say the homes are seeing staffing shortages and a shortage of personal protective supplies and a continued lack of available testing. Now the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services is asking facilities to use separate staffing teams for residents that have tested positive and those who have not. The Five Oaks Rehab Center in Cabarrus County is battling an outbreak. More than half of the 28 new cases in the county yesterday were at that center. It's tested all 300 workers and residents and is still waiting on 190 of those tests for those results. The facility says it's working hand in hand with the Cabarrus Health Alliance. And last night, Stanley County announced a person at a care facility there died. Officials did not identify the facility, but said it is monitoring who that patient came into contact with.
Pilots and flight attendants are demanding more personal protective equipment. Airline unions so far say 41 pilots at American Airlines and almost 200 pilots at other U.S. carriers have tested positive. About 250 flight attendants have also reportedly tested positive, with hundreds more isolated after possible exposure. Well, it looks like fewer people are panic buying groceries. Companies say in early March some sales were double what they were last year, but that increase is now slowing. Experts say paper products and disinfectants are still in short supply, though, because of the high demand.
And as many are buying those essential items right now, those who are trying to make a quick buck are looking to take advantage. So far, more than 1,200 complaints for price gouging have been filed in North Carolina. More than half of those complaints involve grocery store items like meat, eggs, and toilet paper. Someone even reported that a roll of toilet paper was going for $100. If the state attorney general's office finds price gouging complaints are valid, the penalty is up to $5,000 per violation. If you want to report price gouging, we have the number and link to do so on our news app.
Gaston County has paid out about $55,000 of its $1 million relief fund. We told you 2 weeks ago that people who need help paying for things like their mortgage, car repairs, or even child care can apply for money from the county. Our partners at the Gaston Gazette report nearly 800 people have called and 70 have gotten payments. The number to apply is there on your screen, 704-862-7901.
And the first round of grants from the Cabarrus COVID-19 Response Fund are now in the hands of nonprofits. Our news partners at the Independent Tribune report that 19 local nonprofits are sharing $170,000. Since March, the fund has raised nearly $500,000 to support those impacted by the pandemic.